Dr. K, Dr. Kevin Kavanagh is a retired physician. He's also founder of a national organization called Health Watch USA. He's with us now. Good morning, Dr. K.
Good morning, Jack. Good morning.
How are you this morning? How you doing?
Doing very good. Doing very good.
You got a story about Representative Elect Letlow. What's the deal?
Well, yes. The first Representative Elect Letlow, unfortunately, last December, he was 41, her husband, and he died of COVID-19. And he, at that point, was pretty much, I would characterize him as denying the significance of the pandemic and not taking proper public health advice. And he had an unfortunate early death. So his wife has now been reelected to the position, and she will be assuming office. And she is urgently advocating people to follow public health advice and get vaccinated. And this is of utmost importance. And of course, we've talked about this before on the show, how vaccines have the potential of slowing down or even stopping this pandemic. And that's something that I think we all want to have happen.
No question about that. What about vaccine passports?
Well, this is starting to be talked about and proposed by the Biden administration and investigated. Now, of course, people can say that's a conspiracy theory within the United States, it's partisan, et cetera, but other countries are going to be requiring that. And of course, that's what a passport is, going from one country to another. And this is going to, I'm sure, have a backlash, but it's going to be necessary because not every country in the world, in fact, practically no country in the world has politicized this similar to the United States, and in all likelihood are going to be requiring vaccine passports for travel into their country, or at least proof of vaccination. And the passport is the most logical way to do this securely so you don't get runarounds. And of course, this then brings up, will they be used within the United States, for example, for any air travel? Will they be used for in-person dining? And all of this is going to be something that we're going to have to discuss as a society. But I think that there is two important issues. One is whether or not one should get vaccinated, and the answer is yes to that one. The other is whether or not this is something that government should be demanding, and that I think there'll be a lot of discussion about. But when you look at the private citizen or the business owner or private businesses, certainly it's within their rights to make their area safer if they want to demand having someone being vaccinated before coming into their business. And when you look at the cruise industry or you look at the airline industry, they're probably not going to get consumer confidence up to the point where a lot of people will be flying planes or taking cruises unless they have some sort of measure like this in place. Because remember, when someone enters a business not wearing a mask, thinking it's their right, well, first of all, I don't think it's your right to put anybody's life in danger or at risk. But if somebody does that, it also discourages other people from entering the business. And I know this happens to me all the time. I was in Hamburg and outside a major department store, and someone walked into the business not only without a mask, but was coughing at the same time. I didn't go in there. And so I think it's really up to all of us to act responsibly, because following public health advice is good for us, it's good for others, and it's really the only way we can get confidence back in our population, that we can get back to a new normal. And so that's what I'm hoping will take place. And please get vaccinated. That is number one.
And always good to talk to you, Dr. Kevin Kavanagh. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Jack.